Hi, this is Peter. Welcome to a special episode of Beyond the Cane Pole. Just went and picked up my wood duck boxes. As you can see, I got 3 boxes, 3 posts, and over there are 3 predator guards. They were free from the state of South Carolina. You had to apply for them. Of course, you have to have the environment suited for them, which, is my pond. The area is surrounded by timberlands, so there's kind of a lack of cavities for wood ducks. Now, I've never seen any wood ducks around here, but they say if you build it, they will come, more or less, as it were. What that means is if you put these wood duck boxes out, generally wood ducks will come. I'm going to probably include in this particular video a little more information about wood ducks and maybe even read the installation guide or, the high points on the installation guide. Then we'll have another video of me installing at least one of them, if not all of them, and then I'll video where the locations are on all of them. Looking at probably 3 parts, maybe more. This is going to be a multi-part video. This is just kind of a teaser in the first video showing the wood duck boxes. Stay tuned. This will be an ongoing project, and there'll probably be other things in between times. As well as it being an ongoing project, if I get any wood ducks or anything, we'll try and get that later on in the future. Okay, I said I'd talk more about wood ducks inside, but I'm not going to do that. Wood ducks require a shallow body of water, plenty of vegetation for the young wood ducks to hide. Need to keep them safe from predation as much as possible. Of course, they are a hunted species, but their habitat requirements are such that with modern logging practices and whatnot, it's gotten harder and harder for them to find hollow logs, hollow trees and stuff which they like to nest in. Unlike mallards, they're not ground nesters. They need hollow places, which is why they've come out with making and building wood duck boxes. In the state of South Carolina, if you have property, you can with water, you can get a few wood duck boxes. I put in for 2. Don't know why I got 3. They determine your optimal number. Usually, from what I understand, you could request 5 at a time. Guys request 5 and they only get 2 or 3 or whatever. The one guy was getting all 5. I guess he was representing a hunting club or had a big bit of property or whatever. I'm assuming, I didn't ask, but I'm assuming that because there's not a whole lot of people out here asking for wood duck boxes, there is some good water habitat here and there in the swamp. Well, not in the woods and the swamp, bays and stuff. That when I asked for wood duck boxes, they were like, yeah, sure, here, have some wood duck boxes. I know that they have to be set either out of sight of each other with distance or out of sight of each other, like, around the corner. Otherwise they will, they'll do what they call dump nesting, and that'll be one hen actually is gonna take the nest, but 3 or 4 hens lay in it, much like chickens would do. And that would produce an overabundance of eggs for one hen to actually incubate. So they got to be out of sight of each other. Well, I had planned on putting one, and I'll show you the spots. One across the pond over here, and then one around the corner, which I'm not going to actually get and show you the spot because it's a little overgrown. But you'll see it when we set up the wood duck boxes. The third one kind of throws a loop to the plans. I think I've got an idea of where to put it. If not, I'm going to ask my neighbor if he would like me to put it up on his property, or if he'd like to put it up. No big deal. I do have to go get some lag bolts or screws. I gotta get some 3 little hook and eye, door latch type things to latch the door down. Yes, they do have doors. You're supposed to check them after the seasons, clean them out, and refurbish them a little bit. I also have to get some wood chips or wood shavings like you'd get for a hamster, something like that. to put in them. It's going to take some time to get these things installed. I'll admit part of this is my fault. I wasn't fully thinking. They are supposed to be 48 inches above the water. That's 4 feet above the water. You go 2 to 3 foot into the pond bank to secure them solidly. Got a 10-foot pole. Let's say we go 3 foot down, 4 foot up, that's 7 foot. That leaves me with 3 foot of clearance for water depth. I was hoping to put them out a little bit to where they weren't quite up by the bank for a little predation protection, except in one spot. I'm going to have to find the high spots on the pond, and we're going to have to put wood duck boxes in the high spots of the pond. It means that I think I'm going to have to change my placement just a little bit. I'm not sure, I can't remember, it's been a while since I've been in the pond, and one of these areas I haven't checked. I believe it's shallow enough to put it. I'm pretty sure the other one, because of the lily pads and all, is shallow enough to put it. And the third one, we'll just have to play that by ear. Also, I'm either going to have to dig with post hole diggers and then backfill. Interesting. If you're standing in 4 foot of water or 3 foot of water, it's interesting how you're going to do that. Or you can take these posts and sharpen the ends of them. They say with a chainsaw. Yeah, I don't have a chainsaw. Do have axes and stuff. I can get it sharpened. And then you pound them in with a sledgehammer. Sounds good. Except once again, standing in 3 to 4 foot of water, how do you reach the top of a 10-foot post? We're going to end up launching my pontoon dock a little bit sooner than expected to get this project done. No big deal. Just going to be doing that is what it is. I'm going to put this whole project into a playlist to make it easier for people to see it and easier for people to just skip over it if they don't want it. Don't know how many more things like this I'm going to do, but this is just some special I've been wanting to do since we've moved out here. I didn't know that the state gave away wood duck boxes until this, I think it was October, November, somewhere in there. Could have been January. I don't remember. You know, usually that time of year is a blur for me. I just know that you could put in for it, and I did. So we got some wood duck boxes. It's going to be an adventure. Never done wood duck boxes before, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm standing here for most of my fishing videos with a bench has been. Right straight over that way, there's a little dip in. Right now it's a little overgrown with weeds. But generally in that vicinity is where I was wanting to put one of them. I wanted to have it there to look at, to be a wood duck box, etc. If you go to the right and you see where the pond kind of goes around, it kind of comes out a little bit. It dips back up in there. I'm thinking I'm going to put one back up in there where it dips. I may go all the way to the back corner of the pond that you see over that way and put it. I'm not sure. That'll be 2 over here on looking back from my back porch of the pond, what amounts to the left side. I'm going to keep them out of each other's viewpoint and hopefully far enough away, which is why I'm thinking I might put it a little bit further over that way and see what happens. Now you see that clump of weeds right there in the center? That's one of the high spots. It's pretty shallow over there where the weeds are. Those weeds are actually rooted, and that being alligator weed, it doesn't root in really deep water. I was thinking about putting it there, but that's a direct line of sight to the one where I really want one. So over to the left from there along the bank, I don't know if you can tell or not, but there's a sweet gum tree. There's a whole bunch of weeds and it dips in a little bit over there. Probably right there in the center of the screen now. I was thinking maybe I'll put the other one right there. I don't know. I'll look at it. If not, I'm going to put it in the neighbor's pond and we'll get a view of where I put it there. But I think that's going to be where the other wood duck box goes. Alright, thank you for watching this. Hope you enjoyed it. There will be more later as things go. I think I'm going to go fishing now. Bass are jumping. There's one right here in front of me. It's full moon tomorrow. If it don't rain, we'll probably head to the club. Maybe some video from that.